Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. Going for a new soap, a brush I haven't used for a while. I'm going to compare it to the newest brush that I've got, the biggest brush that I own, and I'm going to be using the Rockwell 6C on plate number 5, which hopefully you can see there. Now, oh God, I can't remember who it was now, it might have been Nav, I can't remember. Someone mentioned about using this on setting 5 with an asset blade, so I've got it setting 5 with an asset blade. I'm pretty sure I've used it on that setting before, can't really remember, but it reckons I'll get the share of my life out of it, so I'm going to give it a bash and see what happens. Soap for today, Catie's Bubbles Berry Good Noah. Now it says on here, special fundraiser for the Utah Prader-Willi Syndrome Association. You'll have to forgive my ignorance, but I don't actually know what that is. But if it's going to something that's a sort of a foundation or a fundraiser or something, then I'm over the moon. I didn't pay for this, someone else did and sent it to me, but if it gets out there and someone else buys it, then brilliant. In terms of scent, now if you can see on the front there is a picture of the strawberry in the background. The scent on it smells very soapy, but there is a sort of creamy, strawberry, creamy sort of scent. So I'm hoping once I get a bit of water on it, it's going to actually open it up a bit and give me a bit more of that strawberry, I'm hoping. But it smells nice, it's pleasant. I haven't had really any bad things to say about Catie's Bubbles, although this is the first one I've had in my den for quite some time. Brush for today, which I've had soaking. I'm just going to empty the water out, give it a bit of a flick. Is the Morrison Forndran 32mm, 28mm, 3-band blonde badger, and this one, as you can see, was made in England. It is a lovely brush, but I just want to show you, look at the knot's tremendous. It loses more hair than I've ever lost, but it's got a bit better lately. I just want to stick it next to this Wolf Whiskers 30mm just to give you an idea really how big this knot is and how big this Wolf Whiskers is. So that's a 28mm, that's a 30mm. So 2mm difference in the knot width, diameter of the knot. But the difference in size of the brushes is unbelievable. So it's a fan knot as well. The tips are beautifully soft in this one. I haven't used it for a while, but we'll see how we go. So straight into the dry soap. I haven't used a Catie's Bubbles soap, I think, since I used Catie's Hand Vant. So I'm looking forward to it. I've always generally had pretty good shaves from Catie's Bubbles. Just dipping the tips just a little bit. I'm going to load this quite heavy today. Just see what sort of shave we can get. Alright, if I take a good sniff of that now, I'm getting quite a nice, it's a very creamy strawberry scent. It's not like a strawberry in your face scent. I don't know whether it's a fragrance scent strawberry or whether it's actually natural. I don't know whether you can get a natural sort of oil from a strawberry, I really don't know. But this smells very nice. Very sweet, very gourmand sort of style. Let's see, this was sent to me very, very kindly from Brendan Walkley. Right, I think that's loaded up enough. That looks like it's chockers. I'm going to wet the face. I have had a shower and I haven't prepped my face at all other than actually washing it. So all I'm doing here is just scooping all the excess out from all the little grooves in the tub. Now Catie's Bubbles, it's quite a firm soap, so it does seem to be the sort of soap that would last quite a while. Oh yeah, there's almost a bit of greeny sort of scent to this as well. It's nice, it's actually quite nice. Right, let's paint this on. I haven't used this brush in ages. It's sort of always been in the bad books, it's lost that much hair now. I sort of keep it as an ornament. tips. Oh, it's a beautiful scrub with this brush. Brendan sent this soap over, absolutely brand new, it's never been used. Now, one thing I've got to say with this lather, it's a beautiful lather, you can see it's a nice lather, it is thick, it's very light. I'm pretty sure this is vegan. Can I see if it's gone here? Let me have a look, let me have a look. Yeah, vegan soap. So I'm finding that vegan soaps generally feel a lot lighter on the face. When they don't, that means they're real high quality to me. This is a high quality soap, but it feels very light. Whereas your Donkey Milk Formula for Holy Cow, Barrister and Man, all those ones that are tallow based feel heavier and more luxurious, more creamy on your face. That's what I get from it anyway. So here we go, Rockwell 6C, plate number 5, brand new Gillette Nasset blade. On about 26 hours growth. Got work tomorrow, back to training tomorrow. This is so smooth, it's not even funny. Now comparing it to something like the Mueller Rocker, this is plate number 5, so it's almost at the full aggression of this razor. When it gets to number 6, when you flip this plate over, it doesn't feel anything like the Mueller Rocker. You don't really feel the blade on this, but you still get that efficiency. And it's super smooth, so smooth. Well, for a first pass, I barely felt the blade. It doesn't feel like I've got any. It felt like I hardly even shaved. Residual slickness after one pass. Feels great. Feels like it's a good bit of protection on there. That's just gliding on my skin, which is lovely. The scent, it's nice. It's almost got a little bit of a cologne sort of thing going on. I mean, it's not full on gourmand, it is sweet. It does have a sort of fruity nature to it. There is a creamy scent to it. This knot's lovely. I forgot how nice this knot is. I'm sure the stallion would be proud. I'm certainly getting to a point now where I'm becoming a lot more comfortable with a natural hairbrush in my hand. Just dip the tips a bit and see what happens. absolutely phenomenal. Really loving this knot right now, it's really nice. I haven't lost a hair yet, touch wood. Across the grain. Put a bit of the old brown man shaves in there. All that shit. I've been talking with Kyle over at Brown Man Shaves, he's doing very well. There's even a very slight talk of the old Brown Man Shaves comeback. I don't want to get everyone's hopes up, but I think it's really important to really highlight the fact that it's only just been over 24 hours since I had a shave. Now so far, touch wood, I haven't cut myself, there's no nicks or cuts, nothing like that. No weepers. But what I am getting is a very comfortable shave, to the point of it feels like a mild razor. Slickness on this is really good. Protection's there, it does feel like a lighter lather, but I'm still getting that thick, creamy sort of consistency of it. The knot's working absolutely beautifully. So what I'm doing with this knot, it very much works on flow through. You can see all the lather flowing through the sides there. So all I do generally, if you probably watched me for a while, tip it onto my chin. Just going to dip the tips just very lightly. Right, other side, left to right. Right, what a shame. You've probably noticed I've got a little bit of fuzz up here as well. I'm not going to knock that in the head today. Figuratively speaking, I'll probably do it tomorrow or the day after. I'm just feeling a bit tired today. I've done a lot of studying, done a lot of empty hand stuff, trying to practice all the moves, learn all the words of it, because we're going to get smashed tomorrow if we don't know. So yeah, like I say, I'm looking forward to this week. Week 4 already. I've only got 9 to go, including this week. Right, post shave, I'm just going for a good splash of the old Anherb aftershave conditioner, which in my opinion is very, very hard to beat. Now, I am told by Nav, who sent this over to me, that there is camphor in here. He has contacted the company, and camphor is basically a derivative of menthol, so that's where the cooling sensation comes from. It's not on the ingredients. Now, what that does for me is it worries me a little bit, because if they're not putting one of the main ingredients on the side of the bottle, what else are they missing out? And it sort of gives rise to the fact that it's quite hard to come by outside of India. So just let that dry in, or soak in. I'm just going to clean the brush out. Let's see how many hairs we lose with the actual cleaning process. I'm pretty sure the last time I used this, I didn't actually lose any hairs, and it was quite a while back, so it's been sitting on its lonesome, not getting any use for a while. It's probably been a good couple of months now, easily. So just give it a real good flick. Oh, there's one right there. That's only half a hair. So it looks pretty good. Just going to dry the handle off gently, and I'm a little bit more gentle with this one. I don't tend to smash this one into the towel quite as hard, and I let sort of the natural evaporation take place more so with this brush, because I find if I'm a bit rough with it on the towel, I seem to dislodge more hairs. If I'm gentle with it on the towel and still give it a good dry, I find I get further with it without losing any hairs. So as you can see, I haven't actually lost any further hairs out of that. I got a sort of half hair from doing that, but it is a beautiful little brush. It really is. Certainly a very expensive brush in terms of what you get. But the bloom on it, once you actually use it a bit, you get it out there. I mean, the bloom's massive. It's like a little mushroom. It now smells like strawberries and cream. Really nice. Beautiful. I'm just going to rinse this soap out. I watched the Manchester United game last night, and they were pretty average again. But they won. Sanchez scored his first goal, which I was happy about. It's always nice to get off the mark with your new club, and I'm happy he's managed to do that at Old Trafford. But I tell you what, and I'm in total agreement with Mourinho, I watched that game last night, and all I could hear, I can't even remember who we were playing now, Huddersfield? No, Bournemouth? Can't remember. I could only hear the travelling fans. You know, I don't even remember really hearing a Man United fan at all. It sounded like the travelling fans were the Old Trafford fans, and I thought it was pretty average. You know, I mean, I'm the other side of the world, you know, I'm a token fan or whatever you want to call it, a glory hunter as some people call us, but I've followed United all my life pretty much since I was a very young age. But to listen to Old Trafford like that, you know, it's hard, it sounds shit. I remember watching back in the 90s, and the Old Trafford crowd was amazing. The stadium was always jumping, the atmosphere was amazing. You want that place to be like a cauldron when someone comes in there. You don't want them to hear their own fans. If you can hear your own fans chanting, it gives you a bit of spirit, a little bit more oomph. And I think that's something that Old Trafford's really letting down at the moment. Man City, stadium was freaking empty. You could hear the crowd. You know, I watched the Man City game as well, and you could hear them. Whether they were happy or not, you could hear them. and the Old Trafford crowd was just awful, and it just gives rise to the fact that Old Trafford was full, and it's obviously full of people that can either just afford to buy tickets for the sake of it, or yeah, I can't put my finger on it. I think it's really average. It's not all the supporters obviously, but it's a massive amount of them that's not actually giving the heart and soul of the club, so just my thoughts on it. Catie's Bubbles, very good Noah. Special fundraiser for the Utah Prader-Willi Syndrome Association. I can't even remember who spoke about this, if I'm honest. I know someone did. I feel a bit awful. I should have done a bit of research on it, but I haven't. What a shave. The brush, as I've just showed you, was the Morrison Forndran 3-band blonde badger, and the knot on this brush is absolutely beautiful. Stunning little brush. Smells good now as well. Rockwell 6C setting 5, brand new Nasset blade, and let me tell you, that was as smooth as you can get. Oh yes. Now that was smoother for me than it was yesterday on plate number 3. Oh, yeah, yesterday on plate number 3 with the Ladas blade. Way smoother, way more efficient, but hardly any irritation. Very minimal irritation, and irritation management using that razor is very easy. You can control how much blade you get on there. You don't feel much blade exposure, but you can feel it chomping through. I say I've got really close, even my neck. I mean, you can see there ain't much redness on there. It might look worse on the camera, but I can look in the mirror and see that there's hardly anything on there. I'm really impressed with that. I really enjoyed it. And then I finished off with the Herb aftershave conditioner, which in my opinion is one of the best balms out there. It's a shame they don't have all the ingredients on there, because I don't know what else is missing out of that, but there's definitely camphor in there from what I'm told. It is a menthol derivative, or it works similar to menthol. My face is still lovely and cool. It does have a medicated scent, but look, in my opinion, I don't really give a shit what it smells like if it does a good job. It's very similar to Shave Works, the Cool Fix, where it's not the best smelling thing, but it does a great job. So, thanks very much for tuning in. Looking forward to getting stuck into work tomorrow. I'll be back for my shave tomorrow with a little bit more info what's happening in life and how things are going, and another shave. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cheers.